Welcome to the Experience Engine podcast. I'm Graham Crichton, a photographer with nearly 20 years experience in all different areas of the photography industry.
And I'm Hannah Crichton, a client happiness manager who specialises in making sure every client experience is a great one.
Join us for this podcast where each episode will deep dive into how to elevate your creative business, from being one that's all about product to being one that's all about clients. Hi, I'm Graham.
And I'm Hannah, and this is the Experience Engine podcast.
So, hi Hannah, what have we been up to then in the last week?
We have had a great week. Actually, we were in London there at a conference and we got to see lots of our friends.
It was really, really nice to see people, just to get out and about and just to talk to like-minded individuals is a really nice thing to do.
It was indeed, and we got to eat lots of lovely food.
We did. We went to my favourite schnitzel restaurant in London. I promise you, this is not sponsored, but if you get a chance, go to Schnitzel Heaven in Shoreditch. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 to them.
So last time we talked about designing your whole client journey, how to map it out, how to smooth it, and how to anchor emotion throughout.
And this week we're zooming right into something we call the first 5 minutes, because that's where trust is either built or broken.
And we don't mean 5 minutes of shooting, we mean the first 5 minutes from when your client arrives, even before they've said hello to you.
So if you take one thing from today's episode, it's that your client experience starts before they even reach your door.
The outside of your building, the street, the path, the door, that's your first impression. And that's amazing how many people never even look at it properly.
So step outside your studio or your workspace this week and look at it through your client's eyes. Is there litter? Are your windows clean? What does your door look like?
If there's graffiti on the wall next door or there's weeds around the steps, it might not be your fault, but it still becomes part of your story. Clients don't separate that out, they just feel it.
It's the same if you work from home too. Does the path feel clear and professional? Can people find your entrance easily? Do they know that they're in the right place, or are they just guessing?
And it's not about making it posh, it's about making it effortless. So sweep the path, clean the glass, get the signage right. That's detail right there, and that's part of the client experience.
Yeah, clients are judging you long before they realise they're even doing it. They're deciding what kind of business you are while they're still walking up your drive.
If they're arriving anxious, you want the space itself to tell them, hey, I know what I'm doing, and you're in good hands.
Okay, so they've walked up to your door. What happens next?
Well, this moment is huge, Hannah. It's the first face-to-face contact that you'll have, and everything you do now sets the emotional tone for the rest of the session.
So are you ready when they knock? Or are you rushing about, juggling kit, shouting, I'll be there in a second?
And the goal is to make it as easy as possible for the client. You want to open that door with a genuine smile, you want eye contact, and don't forget to use their name. Even better, display their name on some sort of welcome board to show that extra personal touch. So here in our studio, we use a custom written digital signage system, but you don't even need to go as complex as that. A whiteboard or a cinema style letterboard will do exactly the same job and will look really classy. Remember, it's the effort and not the execution.
It's like things like when they come to your door, it's opening the door and saying, hey guys, it's lovely to see you. Oh my God, come in out of the rain.
And it always rains in Ireland.
Can I help you with your bags? Make it effortless for them.
Yeah. So don't stand blocking the doorway. Take a step back and give them space to come in. Offer to take their coats and bags. It's basically hospitality, but it says everything about how they're going to be treated for the next hour. In reality, when you deal with the public, whether you're an artist or a maker or a photographer or anything else, you work in the service industry, and it's our job to make our clients experience the best one.
And for heaven's sake, put your phone away. I know it's really tempting to want to record everything for social media, but that first greeting really requires your full attention. You have to put the client first, no distractions.
When people arrive, they'll usually be nervous about how they look, what to expect, whether they'll be awkward, whether you know what you're doing. And that first 5 minutes either amplifies those feelings or it kills them in a fraction of a second.
You can't fake warmth, but you really can practice it. Remember, this is showtime and you can put on a show face. In the studio, we call it show mode. And it's your time to shine. Remember, the performance you have here is opening night. Be ready, be present, and let your tone say, we've got this.
So now they're inside, before you even speak again, their senses are just working overtime.
What's the first thing they see? Is it a calm space or is it chaos? Have you cleared the table away or are your last client's coffee cup sitting there? Your environment tells them what kind of experience they're going to have.
And that first 30 seconds inside your space should feel like home to your client. That doesn't happen by accident. This all needs engineered.
Lights matter. Harsh fluorescent lighting feels like a clinic. Soft, warm light feels calm and welcoming.
And smell. Scent is hugely underrated. A subtle, consistent smell can become part of your brand. But hey, go easy. Remember, this isn't a candle shop. Unless, of course, it is a candle shop. We photograph pets primarily at our studio, so we don't want clients to come in and think the place smells of wet dog. We want those people to feel like they're our only clients and everything has been created just for them.
Think about music too, not silence. Silence makes people feel awkward. A soft background track stops a space feeling empty.
And let's talk temperature. Too cold and it feels uninviting, but too warm makes people feel uncomfortable. So get that right, and you've already removed one subconscious distraction. I know it can be difficult if you've got a big space, but if you do, you don't need to heat every room. You don't need to cool every room either. Remember, the clients only see the stage, so those are the public-facing rooms.
And all these tiny details build atmosphere. Atmosphere builds trust, and trust builds sales.
Join us on our Facebook group, the Experience Engine Podcast Group, for show notes, bonus content, and ask us questions about this episode. We believe sharing is caring, so we want to hear from you. If you're listening to this thinking, I don't have a fancy studio and this doesn't matter to me, it does matter. In fact, it matters more so because clients' expectations on you are going to be even higher. Our studio is our set, and it does a lot of the heavy lifting for us in terms of the client experience. Without that backdrop, you've got to work even harder to create your scene and give an even better client experience. When we were in a much smaller studio, we had only one shooting space that doubled up as a viewing space. That meant between shoots and viewings, we had to tidy up and put everything away. That takes time and it takes energy. But had we left everything out, our clients would have been having to look past lighting stands and rolls of paper just to see their photos. We want to give clients no distractions.
Here's where a lot of people trip up. The client walks in and within 30 seconds they're being sold to.
It's the worst thing that you can do. You don't need to start the process. That process has already started.
Greet them properly, offer them a drink, ask them how their day's been. Let the energy settle. This isn't wasting time, it's building relationships.
People buy from people they trust. And trust doesn't come from a sales pitch. It comes from conversation. It might feel like you're wasting time, but people crave attention and everyone loves to talk about themselves. So let them talk. The people that do the talking are the people who do the buying.
If you dive straight in with forms, packages, or what we're going to be doing today, guys, you're breaking the spell before it's even begun.
Woo the client. Court the client. You're on a first date. At this point, they haven't got enough information to make an informed decision about you. Build that relationship. The most powerful thing you can do in the first 5 minutes is listen.
Ask them questions, but let them talk. Hear the nerves, the excitement, the little stories that they're telling you about who they are. Obviously, you haven't got all day to sit around chatting, but nobody likes to be rushed either. If you haven't got time to make conversation, think about building that time into your experience. Trust me, it's so important.
Because everything that happens next, the session, the viewing, the sale, it all flows from that human connection that you build in those first 5 minutes.
So, what are you going to do this week? You're going to think like the client. Walk the route to your front door, literally. If you work from home or a shared space, do this too. If the space isn't giving the right impression, think to yourself, is this maybe not the right space for me? Look for the things that are nothing to do with you, but are still letting you down. For instance, do they have to walk down a dark, uninviting corridor or up 5 flights of stairs, or do they have to walk past a load of rubbish bins to get to your front door?
Start outside, where your clients arrive. Look at everything like you've never seen it before. What do you notice? What needs fixing?
Now, open your door as if you were a guest. What do you smell? What do you hear? What do you see?
Sit where your clients sit. What's in their eye line? Is there clutter? Is there dust? Is there a tangle of cables? These are details that quietly chip away at perceived value.
So today, now, you're going to make one small change. Today, not tomorrow, today. You're going to get up, you're going to go and clean that window on your front door, you're going to fix that broken light, or you're going to rehearse your greeting. It all adds up.
And if you get it right, the rest is
Effortless.
So remember, the experience starts long before the camera leaves the bag. It starts the moment they see your door. In fact, it starts before they see your door. Next time on the Experience Engine podcast.
Next time, we're talking about what happens when you go a step further. Those moments where you give people more than they expect, not more stuff, but more care, more thought, more humanity. We'll be sharing real examples from our studio where small decisions made a huge difference to how people felt, and why those moments stay with those people long after the photographs are finished. Because that's when experience really starts to matter.
Follow us on Instagram at The Experience Engine or visit grahamcrichton.com/engine for mentoring and details of our upcoming workshop in Birmingham.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Graham.
And this is the Experience Engine.